On. Okay, it is 12:02. This is the meeting of the Board of Health on Friday, March 17th. Can I get a roll call, please?
Gavin Byers.
James LaQueer.
And Chris Nosella. I don't think we have anything as far as 48 hours. I don't know of anything. Oh, am I supposed to call Carla? I'm going to call just in case. Please hold on, everybody.
Hey.
You want to pause that for a second? Okay, so let's start with 1.1, Recycle Center Committee update, which they were supposed to attend today, and they obviously are not here, so we will move on in case they decide to come in. Septic review permits, Rick.
So I've only got one. It's 46 Spalding Street.
Yep,
It's an upgrade.
yep.
Hey,
Hey. Don't hate me.
What is it, Rick?
It's a house with a failing system.
Okay.
Town water line coming in, existing house, existing septic tank, and 2 leach pits currently that are in failure. So we're looking to keep the tanks out back with the existing plumbing, so 2 compartment, 1,500 gallon tank, 1,000 gallon pump chamber, and that'll pump up to Presby Field. They are looking for
hey,
one local upgrade approval, and that is to reduce the separation between the groundwater and the bottom of the Presby Field from 5 feet to 3 feet, and that's allowed with the state's approval for the Presby system. And in this case, I think it's, they are bringing some grading out, and I think it's basically, this is a really flat area. So if they had to bring it up that extra foot, you're talking about barriers and other things to try to keep fill on the property. As part of it too, there is a sump pump discharge pit right here. And in order to meet the 25-foot offset that your code requires and that Title V requires, they're proposing to relocate that over in this area. So existing here, proposed here.
And there's 25 foot from the side of that to the side of that?
Yeah.
That's new to me. That's interesting.
Yep, so anything, it'd be considered like a
Yeah.
catch basin.
Yeah. For the board's behalf, the dual tank system we got on the pump chamber with the reduction to 3 feet with the Prisby,
Yeah,
I think that's all good, and the best part is we've got the twin tank here.
Hey.
yeah, I
So
see that.
that makes it much easier.
Yeah.
Everything else is cut and dry. Any questions?
No. Question, I only have a question, and this is just for my knowledge. The pump chamber, does the pump sit right on the bottom of the tank?
No.
Oh, so
It's
we
up a
actually
little
get
bit.
extra settlement
It's
on
got
that
it
too?
here, so usually they're like 3 or 4 inches off the bottom.
Oh,
They'll
okay,
put like
so
a-
that-
Trying to put them up
Some of
on
the-
some cement blocks, so
Yeah.
give them a little more solid.
Yeah.
And then you got the floats inside that trigger the on and off, so that when it gets too high, if it's 2/3 capacity, I think it is, the alarm sounds.
Oh,
So you make
okay.
sure the thing is
Oh,
working
so we're
properly.
getting the extra settlement that we were looking for.
Yeah, a little bit there, yeah,
Yeah.
but the twin tank is the best part right there,
Yeah.
the settling tank, which we're gonna
Hey.
improve on that too.
Right.
so.
I think we actually already did.
We were waiting for the
Not
word.
yet,
Oh, we
so
still
yeah,
haven't got that
it'll
on
be
yet?
signed next meeting. So yeah, everything's done, it's just
Yeah.
gotta get signed at this point.
Oh, okay.
How's the verbiage? Oh, Carrie,
Well,
we'll
yeah,
talk
we'll
about
do-
that after.
Okay, can, if everybody's good with that, Gavin? All right, can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make a motion to approve 46 Spalding Street
yeah,
As drawn with the variance.
Art,
as drawn with the variance.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. There you go, Jim. Well, that was fun, thank you. All right.
Did you know Billy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay,
hey,
so what we'll do is, since we got
yeah,
the young lady right there.
I had a meeting,
We, what's that?
yeah. I have to
Okay,
get her to school for 1,
yeah, so let's put you in.
okay.
All right, let's go back to 1.1 Recycle Committee Earth Day update.
So our theme this year is farm to table. So
Yes.
that's the fun thing. So we're having, asking anybody that has a farm in the area. We're talking to CSAs. We're talking to anybody that can give free booths. You know, if you sell maple syrup, if you sell eggs, if you sell thing, I mean, of course, they'd go to you if they need to have any credit. I'm thinking,
Sorry,
is that
guys,
Carla?
No, I haven't had internet all week. And
Yeah.
it just went back on an hour ago, so my phone is blowing up, so I'm gonna try and shut it off, but it usually doesn't let me for some reason.
Hold it real tight, it'll come up, switch
Yeah.
the thing.
Watch, nothing.
I'd throw that one.
I don't know why it's doing this. Please shut yourself off.
There's a little, to keep it quiet, but.
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff, so I'm sorry, and I
So,
apologize.
so we already have, so that's our theme, and we already have, and I think it's already more than that, because it was 2 weeks ago, we had 66 booths, $30, so that money has already been coming through.
Yeah,
Amanda Dwight, Cultural is already paying for the MC and our animal adventures coming. And we need to pay for, which the committee has supported, but we need, of course, your permission, is using that $30 that comes from each of the booths for Earth Day, which will be at the town we're not at the town common anymore, we're at the high school on April 22nd, which is Earth Day, from 10 to 3 p.m. The police detail, last year they never told us that there was any minimums, and it goes by minimum. So it's 4 hours, and anything over that, you can't just get another hour, it's 4 hour
Yeah.
increments, and that's what messed us up last year, because nobody ever said anything. I said, this is our event, you can do that. Now, like, 5 hours is an 8 hour thing, so that came out of our money that we made, that we're like, what? We weren't expecting that at all. I talked to them, I said, well, we really need you for the beginning, the last hour. Everybody kind of spreads out because the vendors take longer to go through, and people have come in, eaten already. So the last hour, I don't need a police detail.
Right.
So we're just doing 10 to 2 for the 4 hours, and $63 an hour for the $252. Well, because we're right there on 119, and people will park at Hannaford's, and to go back, that I think it's just really important to have a police detail there, because we know we'll have, and every year it expands. We've typically had 2,000 people. I'm expecting, if it's nice weather, we could have 4,000 people there. It can be a great event. We're already at 100 booths.
really?
Yeah, you know, because we ask nonprofits, you guys can come, anybody can come.
Yeah.
I have Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, 4-H,
Yeah.
for the recycling committee.
Where you setting up in the football field? Where you
No,
setting
right
up?
in the
Right in
front
the
lot.
front, so the gazebo,
Yeah.
the gazebo's the music. Yep, and we already.
So that place is gonna be just full of tents?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's
Was
what we had
last
last year,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we had it with the cars, because we were spacing people out, and
And
we
you
didn't.
also moved down towards the football field side also, because you had
Yeah,
stuff
because
down there.
we have, it's a zero waste event, so, which is really nice, is, Sado Realty and Plumbing pay for our,
Shredder.
paper shredding, so
Yeah.
that's great. So this is our only big event. We love to keep on publicizing that.
Yeah.
And then we'll have bottles and cans, bikes, textiles, and we keep on adding a few more things, but just to have like a quick drop off of, people can drop off some different items.
Yeah.
So that is our biggest expense of the police detail. The next is the porta potties, which comes to about $200 a year. Still, I'm waiting for Arasec to come back to me.
Yep.
But this year we are planning T-shirts for the parking staff. It was easy at the town common. You can see,
Yeah.
you couldn't get in, that there was 2 people, and kind of said that person at that gate and not here. But we have 4, I don't know, in and outs. There's like 6 at the high school. So it's like, find the green shirt, says staff.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have 10 shirts. Comes to about $100 that we're gonna use, and that's an ongoing shirt that is just gonna say staff on it.
Should, you're not gonna
Yeah, it
write
says
right.
Townsend Earth Day
Yeah.
staff,
Oh, okay.
and
Are you
Did-
writing staff on the back? So people
I forget
can
how. I
actually-
think the whole thing is on the back. I think it said.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
so
that's it.
people can see it,
Yeah,
okay,
and it's very bright.
yeah.
And then we have lawn signs at the high school. Even though they have signs around to say no dogs, they actually wanted us to put another thing out there to remind people. So we're buying 10 signs, lawn signs that will go out and say please remember, no pets, no dogs. Even though we will have a petting zoo area and animal adventures there, you can't bring your own animal because of school policy.
Have you talked to the school's art department?
Yes.
And will they make you signs?
Yes, they make us, but not for that. So it's just easier to buy on Amazon,
Yeah,
you know, those signs. So
just
it'll-
trying to save you a little.
I know. We definitely give you guys about $3,000, so we're not spending. I think altogether, if we spend $1,000, that's a lot. So that's what we're spending on
Yeah.
the.
You, as far as Earth Day, picking up the trash, are you still doing t-shirts?
So for cleanup day, which then is the week before Earth
Right.
Day celebration.
Yeah,
Yes, we were talking about having some shirt that people
Yeah.
could have. Either a hat. Carla was going back with a hat or a shirt.
no hats.
The one thing that keeps on coming, I like this shirt in that people can kind of see it, but people that always want it, it helps with the little kids, like
Yeah.
not little kids, but like I have Girl Scouts that are
Yeah.
6th graders. They like to get a shirt,
Yeah.
you know, but everybody else, we have so many shirts from all different events. I don't want another shirt. I'm perfectly fine.
No
So
hats.
just having,
For safety reasons alone,
it is kind of nice.
shirts are better.
Okay, you find my phone.
Shirts are better.
So that's up to you. It's
Yeah.
great to have the grabbers. The more grabbers that we have, then people feel better to get further back to get some things that they wouldn't touch.
Of
They didn't
people
have-
saving their grabbers from the year before?
That is a good question, and
I
think,
have.
I think there are a whole group here that
Yeah.
like to walk and that have their dogs, and they are
Mm.
just avid cleaner-uppers.
I clean my street 3 times a year.
So I think they might keep it. I just don't know. I don't think Townsend people typically throw out like that kind of stuff. I think they would kind of keep their grabbers if they're
Yeah.
doing littering pickup.
Yeah.
Then I think they'd pick it up unless it broke.
Yeah,
But there's always new people that we want to entice into being
Yeah.
part of the cleanup.
yeah. No, I have no problem with the grabbers. I think we actually talked about that the last meeting. About the grabbers and they're cheap enough, so
Yeah.
I don't think we have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I just
it's like
don't,
sure.
I'm just not a fan of hats. I
Okay.
wear a hat every day, but for safety reasons and people on the side of the road having a shirt that identifies them would be safer for them than just running around in a hat.
Right.
I agree with that too, and it has,
Yeah.
shirt stays on all the time, it doesn't get knocked off or whatever, breezy day to get blown away, who knows? But
Yeah.
I like the shirt better.
I think we don't always need to have it that it has the date on it. I know Carla
No,
likes to have
no.
date stuff. I just think
Yeah.
Townsend cleanup, you know,
Yeah.
helpers, whatever, is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But
So
that's up to you to
Yeah.
deal with.
So we're gonna design the shirts then, I guess?
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
I think there's also imagery from Keep Massachusetts Beautiful.
Yeah.
That they sometimes have their own already artwork, and then you can just put the town on it. You know.
Well,
That
we're
could be
looking for it,
something
yeah. I mean, we have plenty of
Do you
time.
need this for when?
That is April. I think you're saying April 17th.
So we only got 4 weeks.
Yeah.
16th to 17th.
Yeah, I mean, we can get t-shirts in probably a week, easy.
The only thing is the one
I
in
mean,
Townsend
yeah.
went out of business. So
Again,
again for
Yeah,
the second or third
that I'm
time.
not worried about then. We have a vendor
In
that
Pepperell.
actually has, in Pepperell, that actually has the town logo.
Yeah.
Authorized to use the town logo if we decide to go that direction. So, and they've been good to us. They got us our jackets. You know, I think they got us all the sweatshirts for the recycle center and t-shirts and stuff, so.
It would be nice. I know we did this in the past because at the booth for Earth Day and
Yeah.
is to have the compost bin. I kind of talk about composting and kitchen scrap buckets. So I kind of say we can sell the compost bins this
If
year.
you want some of the buckets, we'll,
So
we'll just have someone come up Saturday if you want, or whatever, the closest Saturday and grab some. I
Yeah.
would gladly have you pick some of those up.
And so we can sell them for $5, which is normally then the price, or we can hand them out. I mean, they're the one thing, it's up to you. I mean, we have enough money here, you can take the money out of, well, I mean, it goes back to
Yeah,
the
goes into
recycling
the-
committee
yeah.
anyway. I
Yeah,
mean,
goes into
the
the yeah.
recycling center.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. we'll discuss that.
Okay, because it's just nice, the theme, we get
Yeah.
credit for composting education.
Yes.
So by having a compost bin there and kitchen scrap
Yeah.
buckets, I'm
I'm
able
not-
just to
I'm
keep
not
on
giving
talking
away-
about it.
I'm not giving away the compost bins. They're way too expensive.
Okay,
Yeah.
this year, and I just got the thing is, we've been selling them for $25, so,
Yeah.
because we get the 600, we get more than that. Maybe we do, we get $600 a point. So
Yeah.
we've been getting, by selling them for $25, we've been getting $600 from the
Yeah.
state.
Right,
This year, they just announced, but it's not been official because I work for the state,
Yeah.
it's $35. So if we want to move up the price from 25 to 35, we can and still get that $600.
okay, we'll
So that's
discuss
something
that too.
Point value, I still have you guys for this year, when Carla finished the report in January, or February 15th, it was $14,000 we have in the recycling dividend program,
I
grant
don't know
money.
what that- Oh, grant money, yep, that's
And
good.
so to keep on utilizing that, the goal
Mm-hmm.
is, I think, to keep on paying for all the stuff at the recycling center for charm items,
Yeah.
keep on moving the bulky plastic, keep on moving electronics, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Keeping that up. We have, we get points in every category, pretty much, except solid waste. So we do really good. You have the bulky waste, because I have a charge there, all the things that we get credit for at the recycling center. We have the buyer site, hauler regulations in place. Because we have that and enforce that Carla gives a call to make sure that the haulers are recycling and offer recycling. We get 4 points, so that's a couple $1,000s for that, just doing that. We did doing forms in different languages, not like saying Townsend has many people that speak various languages, but it's on the website. We got
Because we are
$600 for that.
a regional,
Has
center.
Devon's site, yeah,
well, we're a regional site also, so
exactly.
anyone can come there, but they're,
Yeah.
so having that isn't a bad.
Being part of Devon's, we get points for that, for the organics by having the compost bins
Mhm.
at $25 or $35 now.
Yeah.
And doing the education at Earth Day, we get $600 for that. Having the recycling center open to non-residents is $600 for that. Reuse, because we have the swap shed and because we have the bans. We have the ban on plastic bags and styrofoam, we get credit. The other thing that I had from the recycling committee is who's doing the education on that. Some of the new businesses, there have been a few new businesses in town, I don't think they've been aware about the ban, so I don't know who goes in. Is that on, like, the checklist to note when they go in for,
Not for the food inspections, yeah, so it'd be something that Carla would have to probably do on, as education to the retailers.
okay, so that should probably be done, you know, especially for summertime when, already March, the ice cream factory is open,
Yeah,
to remind them no styrofoam. I saw some things, but then some things they do have for styrofoam,
Yeah.
you know, and we do have the styrofoam bag. We do not have a solid waste program of 35 gallons or anything like that, so we don't get that point. But we get the textile education and the yard waste credit. So we're doing great. So
Okay.
Thanks for all that you're doing, and
thank you for your report.
there you go.
Now you can get your daughter to
To
school.
Groton, yeah, we're headed to Groton.
Okay, so we got that. I see Gavin, you took a couple of notes there, which will help us in the future.
Nice job.
Town meeting, wow, warrant articles. Update, Rick, we don't have any
see it.
at this present time. Are we still waiting for Adam on that?
I don't know what that was for, because Carla was working on it, and I wasn't really involved in it,
Yeah, okay.
so, yeah, I'm
Alright.
not too sure what you guys were looking for.
Yeah, we have till April, when did they change that to? Like, in April sometime.
Yeah, typically town meetings in May, right?
Yeah, we have till, I think, April 14th or 15th.
Oh, the town meeting's not right after election day this year?
No, I
Yeah,
don't think so.
they're
I think they
typically in
moved
May,
it.
I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Let me see, I can tell you when we can do things with here. Oh, no, wrong one, Chris. Let's see. Sabrina, letter from Deluxe, special town meeting. All right, meeting warrant. And we have stuff, we currently have 20,000. Oh, yeah, okay, so the warrants will close on 4/4, so we have till the 4th of April to actually submit that.
And our next meeting is on March 28th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we can discuss it at
yeah.
that time.
Yeah, and we'll actually see about getting that all set and,
When did you get town meeting for?
I do not have a list on town meeting, to be honest with you.
Really?
Selectmen's meeting of 3/7, board voted to open the meeting warrants.
We'll have to ask Kathy when that is.
Yeah, no, I can find out very easily. Okay, so that is going to carry to the next meeting. Performance review, we all have the paperwork.
Yep.
I would say we should have that ready for our next meeting.
So this is an old one for Sean, as an example.
Oh, Jesus.
We need a blank one, right?
I guess we'd need a blank one. I mean, all right, I didn't realize that was for Sean, so,
Yeah, we could have new ones for this, we can't use
yeah,
this.
okay, I will,
When Carla's back in, she can get
Yeah.
the blanks for us and get them to us, we can pick them up here so we can fill them out.
yeah. If not, I'll look around, see if I can find a blank one, and I'll leave them, I can leave them in the mailbox. I think we must have a mailbox over there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll leave them in the mailbox, everybody can just grab them.
yeah, just give us a heads up via
Yeah.
phone to, they're
Yeah,
there.
yeah. All right,
Okay, so these are junk, all right.
yeah, yeah.
Nice job,
Unfortunately,
Jay.
I didn't even
Yeah,
look at
once
that
again,
one,
on
I'm
top
sorry.
of it all the time.
Good catch, yeah, Sean, good catch.
Sean,
Gavin, okay, future agenda items, we are looking to have an executive session with Shaw's over the trash and maybe possibly looking at views onto the next contract just to get a little ahead.
That's a very smart thing to do.
Yes, increasing fines at the recycle center and the late fees for the tobacco permits. And also our solar discussion.
Yeah.
I think that's on the 28th, I'm not sure.
I don't believe it's actually been scheduled because of all the stuff that's transpired with the
Yeah.
storm recently, but I will be in contact with
Yeah.
Duncan and find out if
Yeah.
they can be here on the 28th.
Okay, well, Duncan is,
The guy that's in charge of it, he's
okay,
the
but we want to have
engineer.
Weston and Sampson here also. So we may have to push that out a week, a meeting if we have to. If I can't figure out how to get a hold of Weston and Sampson and set that up.
Okay, I'm sure they're gonna be foaming to mouth to get here though, because they want to
Well, I
see what's
understand
going on.
that, but we
Yeah.
have our obligations also. Okay, and then our next meeting is on the 28th at 6 PM.
That time still good with you, 6 PM? Okay,
Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn at 12:26, 12:26.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that clock.
It's
Gavin,
right
do you have
here.
any questions?
second?
No? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right,
Aye, so moved.
the gavel's down.
Yeah, I will go find out when that.